Hello, what is up, you guys? My name is Savannah, and today I am going to be touring my glittering dunes. I've just gotten distracted because, of course, Flute Boy has to come. Of course, Flute Boy has to come see what's going on. The tour is not for you, Eric. Anyway, let me show you around my glittering dunes as I now have completely finished decorating this area on an Eternity Isle. I was really not expecting this to be the first biome that I had completely fully decorated on Eternity Isle, but here we are. It's been such a fun decorating process, creating this amazing desert, and I'm so excited to show you around all the different areas. Oh, there's a little Mickey cloud. Okay, so here we are in the plains, and this area is more so like a desert palace type area. I wanted it to have more of a regal feel, and it was a great opportunity for me to use this amazing path. And I feel like all the gold touches look really phenomenal in this area, of course. So here we have the Desert Palace right when you enter the biome, and this is a house that you can purchase from the premium shop. I've placed these really lovely pillars from Beauty and the Beast right in front of it just to give it some more color, and I've also added some kind of uplighting using those starlight projectors from Belle's bundle. And you can see I have the little magic carpet ride, lots of little Aladdin touches because I feel like they just work perfectly. We also have one of my favorite items, the spitting camel. This is an item from the same star path that this ride came from, and honestly, it was probably my favorite item out of the star path, so I had to include that over here in the desert as well. On the other side of the Desert Palace, I have placed Scrooges because Scrooge loves gold, and I thought that that was fitting. A fitting place to have Scrooge, especially considering the other biomes on Eternity Isle. I just felt like this was the perfect little spot for him. I felt like the store honestly really suits the whole palace vibe I was going for over here with all the touches of gold. And since Scrooge loves gold so much, I wanted to give him a fancy bathtub, lots of piles of treasure and gold so that he can swim in all his star coins that he's stealing from me on the daily. Actually, I'm just kind of giving them over. Next to Scrooge's, we have the Corona Palace. Beautiful house. Once again, something you could purchase from the premium shop. Unfortunately, with all of these gorgeous palaces and castles, they keep adding these dreadful mailboxes on the front. So I do whatever I can to try to camouflage that. So there I use the pillar. Here I've used these torches. But yeah, I really love this house. I think it's absolutely beautiful. One day I'll find the motivation and inspiration to decorate the inside of it. But until then, it is really cute here next to Scrooge's. And I think it goes really well in this biome, especially next to the Desert Palace. They both have those touches of like teal roofs, and I really like it. I just saw the little camel spit. So yeah, over here, you'll see my wishing well in the back there next to that gorgeous sand fountain. Highly recommend those everywhere in your desert. They're just so beautiful. They add a lot of character and movement, and the villagers seem to really enjoy staring at just about all the fountains in the game. So that's another win. Next to the Desert Palace, I have this kind of like station set up where I have my time bending tables, my crafting station. I have a little automatic cooker as well as a vacuum and a bunch of places for storage. And that's all tucked under this little tent stall. I don't know what I meant to call that. The word is escaping me. Okay, let's continue on. So that is kind of like the very regal area, but as we move in through the rest of the glittering dunes, you'll see that the other areas have quite a different aesthetic. So now let's make our way into the Borderlands. I do have a full video touring just this area as well as the wastes. On stream, I spent a lot of time decorating what we have named Teachella, and it's basically my village's version of Coachella. Gaston is now really the best time. Please, Gaston, we're trying to film our Glittering Dunes tour. Anyway, Excuse me, sir. Just continue on. He doesn't even live here anymore, okay? I've moved him out. I don't know why he's just wandering around posing. I do have a full in-depth tour of these two areas alone if you want to get a more in-depth look of that. I also have streams where I've decorated this area. So yeah, definitely check out the channel if you're new here. I love decorating and creating lots of unique spaces. This is the little campground area of my music festival. We have Woody and Buzz residing down here in this area. And then there's lots of tents scattered throughout here. I imagine that this is where everyone is chilling and spending their evenings when they're not at the music festival. We have these little outhouses as little restrooms, lots of little camping touches, little music players, picnic benches. Of course, we have a cooking station. And yeah, I really love all these tent items. So this is a great way to incorporate them, as well as including Buzz and Woody's houses, because they can be a little tricky to make both of those houses work well in your valley, but I feel like a little campground at a music festival suits both of their houses pretty well. Lots of little trash piles and things like that in this area as well. Now let's go up this incline, and here I wanted to make this into kind of like the little merch stand area. This is where you would get some food, snacks, maybe take some photos over here and the little photo booth. And then on the left, since we are in the desert, I of course needed to include a little hydration station and a little relaxing oasis. So we've got the hammocks, the water cooler. Again, just another fun little item. I think that's from the Monsters, Inc. furniture collection. But yeah, just something cute and playful, a popcorn machine, and of course I included Goofy's stall here as well. It just kind of fit there perfectly. All right, so let's make our way actually into the music festival. And again, if you want to see a better look at this in the evening, because it is very lit up, and it's quite magical in the evening. I have the fireworks going and things like that. Definitely check out the full tour. This I wanted to have, of course, the iconic Ferris wheel in the background and several musical like stages. So you'll see I used a bunch of the DJ booths and lots of fun little like light up props and things behind them to make it look, you know, like we're having a party over here. So we've got more of like an acoustic stage over here. Of course, the event is all being live streamed. Oh, that's where that piano was. I was wondering the other day where I had placed that piano. It's over here at Teachella, of course. So we have some more stages. This item, this like cool underwater stage is one you can get from doing Ursula's transformation bundle quest. And then of course another stage. We have some, you know, stage crew, technical equipment and stuff like that on the sides. And yeah, nice, like really big open space. You know, we're in the desert. We're having a party. We're at a music festival. I wish I could find a time where more villagers would be like hanging out here and make it look like a party. But sadly, I guess we don't have anything going on here today. So let's continue on. Now here we're making our way back into that lower level of the area. And here we see my nemesis's house, okay? I have put off decorating around his house, but it was time that I finally did. And you know what? I have to give myself some major props because Eric has caused a number of problems in my valley, and he's lucky that he has a home here at all, much less that I have decorated around his home. So yeah, I kind of have gone for like a shipwreck vibe over here, which I feel like really suits, you know, Eric's house because he's from a maritime kingdom, but also because I kind of despise him. So I think that him being like shipwrecked in the desert is kind of funny, even though, sorry, Gaston, he might take a little offense to that. But anyway, something cool that I added was this ship item that you can eventually move. I'm not sure if you can move this right off the bat. And then I have also mixed in lots of barrels. These, I believe, are dates. And to me, they look like kind of like dried out palm trees. So I thought that was kind of funny to have around Eric's palace too. Like maybe it was like once a cool, thriving building, but not so much anymore because Eric has just lost so much credit in my valley. And The Little Mermaid is what is probably my favorite Disney movie. Honestly, it is. It's sad that things have come to this, but anyway, he's lucky that he has a lovely decorated home. I did use these heat vent items to make them kind of look like little geysers popping up. You know, just like I wanted all the chaos and mayhem to be in Eric's yard. So yeah, that is what we've done here. So, and then it continues on over back to the area with all the palaces. But even though Eric's house is a palace, I don't think he deserves to live in that nice kingdom over there. He's washed up over here. All right. Anyway, we're moving on. We're moving on for Eric because you know what? I've spent too much time talking about that flute boy. Here we are now entering the oasis. What a lovely part of the Glittering Dunes. Okay, we have this gorgeous waterfall. It's a little split biome. So we have that upper level up there and then a smaller lower level down here. I put this little canoe out in the water. I think it's so cute. I thought it would be cuter like against the shore here, but then you actually can't fish over it. So it's out there with nobody operating it. Here I have my second well, and I have lots of like little tropical plants and stuff. I wanted this part of the oasis to feel quite magical and like everything is thriving and there's all these unique plants and bits of foliage popping up. So that's why I've included things like these light up palm trees as well as the vine lamps, which I love so much. And then going along with this kind of fisherman aesthetic over here, I have like a little cooler, a little umbrella, and a chair to kind of sit and relax while you're fishing. Nala's waterfall right here. I thought that was so pretty over here in the oasis. And let's move up to this upper level. And here is where Nala and Simba reside in Pride Rock. So their house is nestled right back here in this bit of the oasis. And I think it's so perfect in this biome, and it's just like their own little sanctuary for the two of them because they deserve it, right? I believe these are the cactoberries. So those are scattered all throughout the front yard of their home as well. And I've also placed a few of these little Simba lion cub lamps because they're just so cute and fun to see in the evening when I'm walking around here. And then, yeah, so that is Nala and Simba's little area. I really love how it turned out. It's kind of starting to motivate me to decorate more of the wild tangle. So yeah, that is the oasis. He never stops. He never stops. All right, let's make our way down here. I will show you Scar's house. Now here we are looping right back over to the palace area. I've moved Scar out of the elephant graveyard and he now lives over here in the Glittering Dunes. And I think that his house looks so cool over here. So I have this little, it's kind of like a little circle area. I imagine that he would be like angrily pacing around in a circle here. And then he's got his little lounging rock in the middle and of course his house. And kind of just like some dried out plants. I have these little tiki torches surrounding his home as well. And then, yeah, this just circles on over to Eric's house. But honestly, that is not important at all. I wanted to show you an overhead view of everything while we're in furniture mode, just to give you a better idea of how everything is arranged and placed. So here we have the kind of like a palace area with Scrooges and the two little palaces. Down here we have the campgrounds area featuring Buzz and Woody's houses. Up here we have this little area with the merchant stand and Goofy's stall. I've used this path from Sunlit Plateau, by the way. I think this is the original path in Sunlit Plateau. Over here we have more of T'Challa, the little concert area. Moving back over here, we have Prince Eric's house as well as Scar over here. Moving into the oasis, we have the well in the lower level, and then of course Pride Rock up here at the top. So I hope that helps you out with, you know, showing you some more of the placement of everything and seeing how everything is arranged. I feel like this is always helpful to see. So hopefully y'all have enjoyed that. That is the full tour of my glittering dunes. I'd love to know what your favorite part of the glittering dunes are. And I hope that this video was able to provide you with some inspiration if you're looking for ideas on how you can decorate. I think that decorating Eternity Isle is really fun because there are so many small little like pockets within the biomes that you can make them like all different areas. So I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing Eternity Isle so far. I have more decorating to come in Ancient's Landing and of course the Wild Tangle. If you have enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a like. It helps me out so much, and I hope you'll consider subscribing and turning the notification bell on so that you don't miss my next video or stream. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.